We're online.
We're online
After years and
years
away.
back finally with a Facebook Live on a Tuesday. All is right in the world.
Yes.
Back on track.
Back
There
on
was an
track.
amazing series of months, the last couple of months. The
Yes.
year started off
2 months, I
amazingly.
think.
Yeah, 2 months of, the last 2 months really were back to back. First of all, we had an incredible seminar.
Yeah. 7 days that became 8 days.
Yes. It was unbelievable here in Cape Town. 35 people from all over the world, from Mongolia to Canada to the US, Europe, Israel. It was amazing. And 4 days, 9 in the morning to 9 at night, 7, 8 days.
8 days, yeah. It was supposed to be 7, and it ended up due to popular demand.
Yes, exactly. And now we're finally back with a Facebook Live and YouTube Live and Instagram Live. We're on all platforms. If you're seeing this,
please say hi.
Say hi. Tell us if you can see us and hear us okay. I'll also check on my side. Say hello.
Yeah, find the chat.
Yeah, it sounds great as far as I can hear.
Find the chat and say hello so we can see that you can actually hear us, actually see us, actually.
And feel free throughout to interact and ask questions and be as much in touch with us as you can. Because, and by the way, if you want to, the best places is either on Facebook or on YouTube. So if you're watching on Instagram, you can go on YouTube and on there's a chat. Perfect. So let's dive in.
Let's dive in.
Because I checked, the sound is perfect. The video looks great. I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So hi, Anna. Yes, hi, Anna. Can hear and see you well. Perfect.
Good.
All right. So today we're talking about business, and specifically we're talking about
the Jewish religion.
Yeah, today we're talking about the Jewish religion of business and money.
Yes.
And specifically, we're talking about how business connects to basketball and the game of basketball, and more specifically, how it connects to one player that we're highlighting, which is Dwight Howard, who we'll talk about. But in general, he had a huge rise and also a huge fall, and that connects to you that's listening and to your business. So that's today's topic.
Good.
Let's
nice to know.
Yeah, good to know. Welcome to the live. Yes.
Can I ask some questions?
Yeah, you can ask me 100%. So let's start first of all with why do you mentioned that basketball and business have a very interesting parallel. And why is that? Why do you say that we can learn from basketball about business?
Because basketball is a professional kind of game. And you can learn from any professional game, any professional team game, because business is really a team game.
Yeah, true.
And the first thing to know is that in basketball, you will not reach the top if you don't learn. If you don't get continuously learning new data, new methods, if you don't actually learn not only to play, but how to play in a team,
right,
then you will not succeed. Because you can be the best player, but if you're not a good team player, you will not survive.
Which is true for any team sport.
It's true for any team sport, but in basketball, it's much more measured, much more scientific. Like basketball is something that is really scientific. Everything get measured. How do you know that something is scientific? Because everything is managed by numbers and not opinions.
Yeah, which is a good point for business as well, because most people manage their business on their feelings and their opinions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So most people go to business and they do what they feel they need to do, and not what the numbers tell them to do. And they don't, even if they knew the numbers, they don't know what to do. They just don't know.
Yeah.
So if the expenses go up, they don't know what to do. If the expenses go down, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
If there is corona, they don't know what to do. If there is a big bill, they don't know what to do. If they have a legal situation, if they have a problem with an employee, if they hire a new employee, they don't actually know what the right thing to do. So they do whatever they feel like at that day.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
really weird, but
Yeah.
and it sounds almost now. It is exactly after working with tens of thousands of business people from all level of society. I can tell you the problem with business is they never learn. The businessmen never learn. They don't actually learn. It's like a basketball player that's really talented and he never learned. He never actually learned the nitty gritty that makes him into a professional. So he would be a good basketball player in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
but he will not be professional. He will not be successful.
Right. And even those that did learn to some degree and got to a certain place never learned what to do when all of a sudden they're not as good as they were
Yeah,
last season when they have
when things do
competition.
not go right.
Right, yeah.
Yes. And they don't know what to do even when things do go right, because most of the problem you make when things do go right.
Oh, I see. So when people are succeeding and doing well, that's the danger time. That's when
Yeah.
they need to actually do the right thing.
And even at the beginning of a business, you start a business, you put all your attention on it. You really improve a lot at the first few days, at the beginning, because
Yeah.
you're really there. You come from zero to something. So percentage wise, you got infinite percentage up.
Yeah.
So you put all your attention and you're excited and everything is amazing. And then you start to have problem with suppliers and delivery and quality and customers and this and that and money and you start to think, why did I even start it? And they don't, if you feel that, why did I even start it? If you feel it's too much, it means you don't know.
Yeah. Makes
You
sense.
really have to know. If you feel it's too much for you, it is only because you don't know. Only.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most people don't actually they don't really know that they need to learn. It's like, it's weird, but the bug is that businessmen don't know that they need to learn. They start a business because I spoke to this guy that he's doing solar installations or solar business. He's got and he's really good in technological. I mean, he knows solar systems, but he knows nothing about running a team. He knows nothing about finance. He knows nothing about most of the thing.
I see. I see. So then he's limited, extremely limited.
He's really a nice guy,
Yeah.
extremely professional, but you can see that his nerves are torn and he's ready. Like this really, really, really nice guy is ready to kill everyone, especially his clients and his installers and his staff in the office. And he's complaining about everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone, like everyone is terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen most business people like that. Most business owners want to tear out their hair because they're like fed up and they have dealt with it for so long. And I suppose the actual reason is they just don't have the tools,
Yeah,
right?
and if they continue long enough, they don't even have hair to tear out.
Yeah, that's true. Eventually, there's not even hair to pull. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. By the way, Juliet here says, "Hi, my beautiful people. It's always good to see you and to connect with you and know how much I love you." Mwah. Yeah. Oh, JJ. Hi, JJ.
Yeah, yes.
Amazing. And Margaret's here. She said, "Aloha." Hello.
How do you know it's Margaret? Because of the aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah.
Okay. We couldn't see the name, but I knew.
Margaret. Yes.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat and share this, even as you're watching it, to get people to join.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now what's the connection? So I understand business and basketball and the parallels, and we can talk about it more, but what's the connection?
So the number one was that they actually getting trained. They're getting trained, continuously trained.
Yes, 100%.
The team get trained. The individual team members, the top members, have personal coaches.
Yeah. Coaches, which is the key.
Yeah. 20 coaches for one person. Yes.
Yeah.
So the team get trained every day.
Yeah.
Every week they get trained, and the top guys have personal coaches that training them even more.
Right.
In an usual business, you don't train your people. You just expect that they know and they don't know.
Yeah.
And you just get upset with them. How the training is, you see a mistake, you correct. You see a mistake, you correct. You see a mistake, you correct. and that create more mistakes. You
Yeah.
don't actually correct. When you do mistake correct, mistake correct, mistake correct, actually you don't find the real source of the problem, so the problem become bigger.
Yes.
It's never the problem never stay there and disappear if you didn't find the actual source of the problem. So when you find yourself doing mistake correct, mistake correct, mistake correct, you need to know that you're building a massive problem underneath the surface that is about to explode, and it will explode.
I see.
So you need to really learn how to train your people.
So how to not do the mistake correct.
Yeah, because mistake correct is a recipe for disaster.
Right.
It's just an indication to tell you, look, your people are not trained. You are not trained in figuring out the source of the problem, and by your effort to try and correct the problem that you do see, you mess up the big problem. You actually take the source of the problem and make it flare. You make it even worse, because in mistake correct, you always attack the wrong target.
Yes, I see.
You always find the wrong target. You always think that the source is here, but the source is somewhere totally in a different place. How do I know? Because the problem repeat. The problem repeat. Yes, maybe it's dressed differently, but the problem will repeat.
Yeah, that happens in so many businesses, no doubt about it.
All the time.
Yeah. Okay, so so the training, number one.
So number one was the training. The second thing, when you most of the people manage businesses by feelings. Imagine that you will hire new basketball players to the NFL by your feelings.
Yeah.
You will not look at the assists.
Yeah.
You will not look at the assists. You will not look at any numbers. You will not look at how many, what's the scores. You will not look at anything.
They just seem good.
Just I feel that is good.
Yeah.
It will be
Of course,
crazy.
it sounds crazy. Yeah.
Now imagine that the coach on the day-to-day, as he run the team, will operate based on his feeling, not based on the result of the players.
Yeah.
So we've got the NBA team, the best team in the world, and the coach will say, no, I just feel that LeBron James is not so good today. So I don't feel like putting him in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's actually doing great by numbers, but he doesn't care. He wants
because someone told
feeling.
you something bad about him, that he's not feeling well.
Yeah.
Someone told you that he's not feeling well. I don't care if he's feeling well or not. I'm looking at the results.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And nobody manages business like that.
No one managed by statistics, by numbers. Everyone managed by opinion. And the more you manage by opinion, the worse your business gets. If your business is not doing well, I can promise you manage your business by opinion. If your life is not doing well, I can tell you for sure you manage your life by opinion. You feel like buying something and you buy it despite the fact that you don't have money, despite the fact that this thing that you buy will not bring you result. It will just take money away. It's not an investment.
Yes.
So people that are successful use the money to invest. So they don't do that by feeling. They're actually calculating. They have statistics and they decide how to invest. And people that, poor people, average people, waste money. They just spend instead of investing.
For sure.
And this is coming from the same reason, not operating based on numbers.
Yeah, makes sense.
And the next thing is that in a business, the business owner get to the decision sooner or later that if he wants anything to be done, it has to be him. Yes? He gets to that decision that everyone is stupid, some more, some less, but
it's got to be.
But everyone is stupid. And if he wants to do something, he needs to do it, which means there's nothing.
Yeah, true.
Imagine if Michael Jordan would decide, if anything has to be done, it's just me. No one going to send him. No one going to assist him. No one going to throw the ball to him. Nothing. He will do everything alone. He will never win.
Impossible, of course.
There is no team because the business owner doesn't know how to train. He doesn't know how to manage by numbers. He doesn't know how to actually play the game of business. And so he decided, I'll do everything myself because he knows how to throw the ball to the hole, but it's 1% of the whole game.
Exactly.
It's 1% of the whole game. The time that you actually throw it in is 1% of the whole story. That's the easy part. The right part is to get the ball, to go over the defense of the other team defense, to put yourself in the right position, to make sure that you can throw. And the throwing is easy because if you're in a position that you can throw, a good trained player will 99% of the time put the ball in the hole. It's not a problem.
Right, 100%. It's a great comparison.
Yeah.
And now, how do we connect that? Because, by the way, that's perfect. How do we connect that now to Dwight Howard, this player that had this huge rise and a very famous fall, and how that connects to everybody listening?
Okay, so one of the key issues in a business is that most of the people, when they build a business, they don't know that there's a sequence to build a business, an actual sequence. There's 4 basic steps and 12 actual steps. So the 4 basic steps are divided, each one of them, to 3. I'm not going to teach exactly now those steps, but you need to know those steps if you're going to build a business, if you're going to fix a business, if you're going to expand the business. And if not, you will do the same mistake as he did. What happened with him? He was playing and his team lost the game, the season. And they asked him, so what are you going to do? How are you going to fix it for the next season? Now, he's probably one of the biggest players in the universe. Like, he's a walking refrigerator. Yes, he's huge. It's like, so, and he's really strong. He is really, really strong.
Yeah.
So what he says, we lost tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to move into the gym. My bed will be in the gym. I'm going to sleep in the gym. I'm going to wake up early in the gym. I'm going to be in the gym day in and day out. And I'm going to become so strong that no one will be able to touch me. Now, that's a good quality. It sounds even impressive.
Sounds amazing.
Very dedicated, but useless. Why? Because he was trying to solve the wrong problem. The problem was not that he is weak. That was not his problem. So he becomes stronger. He invested his time on longer nights for a businessman, on doing more installations, on doing more cases if you're a lawyer or whatever. Yes, he invested his time in the wrong place. The actual source of the problem was something totally, totally different. His problem was that he was not a team member.
I see.
His problem was personal relationships. He needed a coach to improve his personal relationships.
And what he did is it basically became even less of a team member.
Exactly.
He said, I need to go be stronger and to
It's
be on my
only me.
own.
It's only me. I will. So he actually intensified the problem, making look like he's solving the problem.
Yeah, I see.
And that's what every single businessman that do not succeed non-stop, every businessman that do not go up and up and up and up, that's what they do. It is very clear in basketball that if you didn't win, you're going down. You don't stay on the same level. Yes, you have the
Rankings,
table, the ranking, and if you didn't win once, twice, you go down. You don't stay the same. There's nothing. Nothing stayed the same.
Right.
But in business, people don't think that if they didn't close the deal, they go down.
Right.
They think everything stayed the same. Nothing stayed the same. You either improve today or you go down. You make more friends or you make more enemies. You become more healthy or you become less healthy. You become younger or older. Nothing stayed the same. And people cannot people understand it, but they don't behave like that. They would tell you, yes, I know everything changed, but they act like nothing changed. How do I know it? Number one, the way that they handle business. And number two, when something happens, they take it like it's forever and ever and ever. How do I know it? By the level of seriousness, how heavy they take everything. Something happened, and they think this one incident is everything forever and ever. It's nothing. It's just an incident that takes 5 minutes and it's gone. After the 5 minutes, it never happened.
Yes, right.
So people live in a universe that change, but they act like nothing changed.
Absolutely.
In basketball, it's very clear that things are improving. Either you go up or you go down.
Yeah.
And if you don't actually realize that, you will fail. All those things and many other things you need to learn. Business is something that you need to learn. You need to study at least one full day per week, which is more or less 2.5 hours per day. At least if you don't learn, you will not improve.
Yeah.
And you need to, at the beginning or somewhere along your career, preferably at the beginning, before it's too late, you need to learn how to run a business.
Yes.
So we created this business class, which is a series of 50 lessons.
Yeah.
And we're calling it business class, but it should be called business university, because by the end of that series of lectures, by the end of that series of classes, whoever will be there the whole way through, from my opinion, will have a PhD in business. He will not be able to fail even if he wants.
Right.
And if he will fail, he will know why he failed. He will be
Yes.
able to fix it at any moment.
Yeah, it won't be a situation where he's run into a problem and be dumbfounded, which is what happens to most business owners.
And he will never blame someone else or something else. He will know that it's him.
Yes, which is a big thing.
The moment that you stop blaming, you open the door for handling. It's really key. The day that you stop blaming, you open the door for handling.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're just too afraid to do anything.
For sure. Yeah, makes sense.
So we will teach every single thing from the beginning. How do you build a business? How do you expand the business? How do you correct a business? How do you take a business and move it from a position where you run it to preparing it to give it to someone else to run, so you can create the next business? Why it is terrible to run 20 businesses in parallel before you establish one. It's wonderful to run 20 businesses in parallel when you have one established, the second one established, the third one established, etc., 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 and how to do it, and how to sell, and how to market, and what is finance, and what does it mean a bank, and what does it mean debt, and what does it mean inflation, and what does it mean sales, and what does it mean forward-looking estimations, and what does it mean anything about business. We will learn everything about business. Everything.
That's amazing. It's invaluable. And I don't actually know anyone really that's teaching it like this, that's actually taking it from even before the idea, because a lot of times you have an idea and you don't know, should you invest your time or money into it? And then many people you see, probably your friends, or you yourself have put time and money into a business idea that was bound to not work. It just, there was no money in it, or it was already a market that was taken. You can prevent that before it even happens.
There's actual tools.
Yeah.
And I think the key is the system, the way that I will teach it is, first of all, I will teach what are the problems. If you don't know what the problems are, they will be right in front of you and you will miss them. You will not see them as a problem. Like, for example, as I said at the beginning, when you do a problem correct, you don't know it's a problem. You think you're doing something right.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But now once you heard it, whoa, if I'm doing problem correct, I have a real problem.
Yes.
I don't correct anything, I actually destroy. So first of all, we will teach what are the problems. So the first 2 lessons will be just what are the problems. And those are free seminars. So you can come in and at least you will know what you're doing wrong. So even if you don't get the whole data, okay, fine, this is what I need to fix, which is invaluable, because if you know what is the problem, it is 90% of the solution.
Yeah, you become aware that it even exists.
That it's a problem, yes.
That it's a problem. Yeah. I suppose that's true. Most people have, there's the stat that 90% of businesses fail, 95%, something like that. And so that means they didn't know what the problems were.
90% of businesses fail within the first 5 years.
Yeah.
And only about 1,000 businesses survive more than 100 years.
Wow.
1,000 businesses. 1,000 businesses survive over 100
out of millions and
billions
that have started.
How many apps there are in the world?
Probably over 1 million apps have been created.
Probably over 100 million.
Really?
Apps.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I suppose.
How many are actually used?
Yeah, there's maybe
10, 20, 30,
very
40.
famous ones. That are really used. That succeeded.
All the rest nothing. So it means that's how much people don't know, because it's a business. How many websites are on the web?
Yeah, also billions.
Okay. How many are actually used?
Yeah, I can think
People
of five.
don't know.
Yeah.
People don't know.
Yeah.
Really, people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If you really realize that people don't know, you will see that obviously those people that do know have a very specific method of doing something, and you will take those people and they will do it again and again
Yeah,
and
true.
again. So I've done this business and I've done this business and I've done business, and it's not that I never lost, but overall, all the businesses works
Yeah.
because I know something.
Yes.
And there's a method of doing it. And how do you know that you really know? You can teach it. How do you know that you really know? You can teach it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
For sure. And it's amazing that you have somebody who's had the success and has the ability to then teach it. It's more than like, oh, there's many business owners that know what they're doing and they're great, but they also don't know how to teach.
So they will eventually fail.
Oh, you think so? Even,
Of course, because how can you train the person below you?
Oh, I see what you mean.
How can you train?
I see. So
key-
you have to know how to teach it.
I can say that the key for success is training.
Yeah, I can see
The
that.
key for success is training, is teaching your staff.
Yeah, your staff and yourself.
And yourself, assuming that you
of
already
course,
know.
assuming that you know, yeah.
The key for success is training.
Yeah.
If I'm a very, very good dancer and I don't know how to teach dancing, I will not dance eventually. Dance with who?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You really, really, if you are in business and in life, if you don't actually learn the basic axioms of business, the basic rules of business, how money works, how relationship works, how do you actually make money, you will not make money, even if you have the best, unbelievable idea, and even if you are a genius.
Amazing.
So you need that.
Yeah, that's really incredible. And we have someone here that said, I don't see the name, but it says, this is maybe the most important thing you could do for your business, your current one, and every other one you ever decide to start.
Yeah.
Agreed, fully. It's going to be powerful. And that's also why we made the first one free.
Yeah.
It was
first one or second one?
Right now, the first one.
Okay.
And
first one
if everybody's very nice, maybe the second one.
Oh, wow. It's Gal. If you convince Gal.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as I'm concerned, none of them would be free.
Yeah,
because
true.
It's
it wasn't
so
supposed
valuable.
to be. It was the first one was
so
not
valuable.
supposed to be free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so valuable that I would never make it free, but Gal is the boss, so
right. But it's already, we've put it out there as free. I think that the Cape Town class, it's going to be live in Cape Town, but it's also streamed online. So the live Cape Town class, I think we're almost at full. I think I'll see tomorrow, but I think there might be a waiting list for the live, and online it will be available, so you can join online. I don't think it's unlimited, but
it's not unlimited. I think we've got probably 100,
something like that, 100 spots, something like that online.
I think we have about 40, 50 something online
right now
that already registered,
yes.
But there are many of our usual customers, at least another 30, 40, 50.
Yeah.
So
it'll be because it's free and it wasn't supposed to be, and we haven't done something live free in probably a year. Then this is going to be packed. You go to gprosperity.com/business as fast as you can, register, feel free to share it with people, and worst comes to worst, we'll put you on the waiting list, and if a spot opens up,
we'll let you know.
Of course. It's going to be amazing.
I can tell you for sure, you come to those classes, you will make money. You will make money. How much money has to do only with how willing you are to apply what I teach you. So if you are actually learning, getting what I said, I don't need you to agree with me. I need you to understand. But once you understand, you will see that it makes sense. Apply it. If you will apply it, I can guarantee that you will make money. And it will be real for you. I will ask you during the seminars. There will be nothing that I will teach you that will not make totally sense to you, that if you will apply only that, you will already make more money. If you will apply everything, not only that you will have money, you will have a business that expanding, that actually you will be able to be released from that business eventually and create the next business with the same knowledge. So you're investing now in yourself and you're creating the first business, or you're expanding your current business, but really it's forever. This knowledge is forever. It's the best investment you can do. Investment in yourself. There is no better investment than investment in yourself.
Yeah. And in the case of something that teaches you how to build a business, it's in yourself, it's in your business, but that ripples to your family, your lifestyle. It's
Everything
it's massive.
improves. Yeah.
And so the main thing, just to explain one more part about this business class, as we said, the first one's free. And thereafter, it's going to be every single Friday for a year. So it's about 50 classes every Friday, 2 to 3 hours, live in Cape Town.
Almost every Friday.
Almost every Friday. If there's something
Sometimes I
missed,
travel,
then,
sometimes yes.
but you'll know about it, and maybe even on the travels, some of them will be online, I'm assuming, depending.
Yeah.
But almost every Friday, and it will be streamed online. So you don't have to be in Cape Town. But the point is, you'll learn in 2-3 hours powerful data. You'll have a week, you'll apply. You'll come back, you'll get the next steps. You'll go, you'll apply. And the idea is that the classes, as Mayor said, will make you the money as you go. It'll just expand and expand and grow and grow.
Yeah, and more or less we'll do every month. We'll concentrate in one area. So 1 month we'll do hiring. 1 month we will do legal. 1 month we will do finance. 1 month we'll do sales, marketing, public relations, delivery, workflows, productivity. Every month we'll take an area and we will really go into that area. So you'll become an expert in that area. And then, of course, all the other months we will use what we've learned with before. Because if you've been in any one of my seminars, you know that I first teach the basic, the really basic axiom of the subject. Like I really demand that you will understand the basic, the nitty gritty of how it works, and then we'll see the application. And most people don't do that. Most people just tell you do that and make you into a robot.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be a robot. I want you to understand it so you can apply it to your business. So you don't have to come to me and say, well, but I'm a lawyer, but he is, I don't know, a hairdresser.
A hairdresser, yeah.
Yeah. If you understand the principle, the axiom are the same. The application are a little bit different, but the axioms are the same. The basic principles are the same.
How would you define axiom?
Axiom is a self-evident truth. So it's something that always works. It's like, this is how it works. Anyone that look at that will say, okay, yes, for sure, that's how it works.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So it's the basic building block of the subject.
I see.
So the basic building block of the subject.
Yeah, because so many courses teach you like just follow my technique.
Yeah.
And then people learn a technique. They don't even know why it really works. They just, that guy told them to do it.
Yeah. So I don't want parrots. I don't want robots. I want you to take the axioms so you will have total creativity of what you can do with that, because you understand the principle. It's like I can teach you how to play a guitar, a song on the piano, and I can tell you press those keys, and like you're a robot and you press those keys. Or I can teach you the principle, the key, the scales, and I can teach you music, and I can teach you the principle, the key principle of the subject, the building block of the subject. And so you can play any song.
Yes. Yeah. Amazing. It's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So if you're listening and if you care about those that you love, work with, your colleagues, your family and friends, go to gprosperity.com/business or share that link, share this video with others as well. And of course, if you have any questions about it, you can write to me or to Mayor or contact us through the website. We'll answer any questions.
Yeah.
And any final things that you want to add?
Just one more thing. Like everything we do, those seminars will have a guarantee.
Yes.
So you come to the seminar, you show up to the live seminar or the online seminar. By the end of that lesson, if you don't think that you got something valuable that you can actually use and that can improve your bottom line, that you can improve your life, you tell us, I didn't like it, it doesn't help me. I don't ask you why, how, what, when, nothing. I just give you your money back and thank you very much. Not a problem. Okay. So you
amazing.
have zero risk, and I have zero risk also because I know it works.
Absolutely. So that's for anyone joining. Again, I don't think that anywhere else you could find something like that that will say to you, if you didn't enjoy the class, if you didn't feel it gives you value, money back.
Yeah, 3 hours you can't.
Wasn't for you.
Not
Yeah.
a problem.
Amazing. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. All right. I'm really excited about this series. We've actually been
Maybe
talking.
just say one more thing.
Yeah.
If anyone has any questions just before we're finishing up.
Yeah, please put it in. Yes,
Yeah.
We had a Facebook user say, become the commander of your business and your life. 100%. I was going to say.
That would be probably something like Harold.
Yeah, exactly. Harold, Marcel, something like that. Yeah,
yes.
because we don't see the name.
Yes.
But what I was going to say is that we've been talking about doing this business class for 2 years. It's been this idea of let's do this class to teach people how to build any business, how to make sure that their business works, how to fix their existing business.
Yeah,
and it's finally happening.
Yeah, the idea, I always wanted to have a business universities, like teaching people how to actually build a business.
Yeah.
And another thing that will happen is because everyone in that group will be totally catering for business, and everyone will be operating on the same principles, and you'll be able to trust those people because we will handle all kind of things that you'll make sure that the business is done ethically. You will see that you'll have endless amount of business opportunities coming from that group.
Yes, from within.
Endless amount of business opportunities. And I think we will promote that, and I will help with the connections and so on. So
that alone is
just endless amount of value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, Harold.
Yeah, you guessed it. Yeah. Amazing. All right, that's going to be great. Please be in touch with us anytime for anything. Thank you for this.
And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
What
we'll
are we talking about next Tuesday?
We'll talk more about business, but I have a very interesting idea on the angle.
Oh, good.
So it'll be good. More value around things that people can actually apply and how to run their business.
Okay. I'll see you at the business class. Bye.
Bye-bye.